Hello and welcome to Senior Beat. I'm Cindy Olsen, and today we have with us Christina Palacios, one of our fitness instructors at Groton Senior Center. Hello and welcome.
Thank you. Hello.
Thanks for coming today.
Thanks for having me.
I know you just finished class, so I appreciate you doing this.
My pleasure.
I wanted to check in kind of with our friends at home and let everybody know what's going on here at the Senior Center as far as fitness goes. You guys, you fitness instructors for us, have been rock stars from day one.
Oh,
you have stepped up to the plate and done your own Zooming, Facebook Live, whatever you call it, and like kept the active fitness classes going for everyone, and we so appreciate it. I think a lot of you do too. But how has it been for you as a fitness instructor for the past 8 months?
Well, when all of this happened, I think that initially many people felt a relief of kind of like, oh, this feels like a little bit of a break and being home and so I did too. I definitely felt that way, but I felt a need immediately to keep people going. So within days, I don't remember exactly how long it took me, but I created a Facebook account for my class. I emailed each one of the members and got into contact with them, and then did Facebook Lives in my basement. And that was so interesting, and I have so many stories to share about that, but all of those are recorded and still there. So even to this day, I've gotten messages, text messages, email messages that people are using those classes still to today. Then there was a little bit of a lull. I stopped the Facebook Live for personal reasons, and then came back here and was able to do some outdoor classes, and then now Zoom. So my first experience was Zoom, and many that take the class, their first experience was Zoom, but that's what we're doing now, 3 days a week, and it's been amazing. People are showing up, they're enjoying it, they're staying engaged. You can hear the conversations before class and after class, so the community is connected, I think, through that.
I agree. I attest to your recording classes because I've actually taken them myself. So thank you for that.
Yes.
I think a lot more people are using them than you even realize.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It is so awesome.
Makes me happy.
It's such a nice thing to have that still, the continuation of it, the consistency of it, and like you said, the community. I think that's so important. And people who take our classes, even prior to the 8 months, already were a community. You saw that here. It's just really nice to keep seeing it even online. Like today, you were starting class and I poked my head in and you had, what, 20 people on screen?
I did.
And everybody was chit-chatting and big smiles, and it was like you guys were all in the same room, like, hey, what's up, da-da, wishing each other happy Thanksgiving. It was adorable. But I think there's something more to it than just the fitness aspect.
Absolutely.
What's your thought?
100%. I've said it from the beginning. I believe in group fitness. That's why I'm a group fitness instructor. There's something to be said about community and unity, being connected with like-minded people. It has proven itself through the years that I've worked here, and even now, the connection is there, and the connection is needed. Anybody can work out on their own in their basement or go for a walk, but that human connection, just feeling united in a group of people is priceless.
Yeah, and supported.
Absolutely.
I believe I've seen your class, I've seen Monica's classes, Julie as well. They all have a community-based unity thing going, and it's a support group.
Absolutely.
In a way, you know what I mean? And you guys check on each other. If somebody's not in class a couple times,
we do.
You check in on each other. I know, will email somebody if they're not in class. Even our other classes we run Zoom-wise, we all check in on each other. So it's fractured and it stinks, but it's really nice that we still can have this. So
absolutely.
I commend you and the other instructors who are making it happen. Thank you so much. So, Christina, which classes do you teach? Let's talk about that.
Currently, I teach stretch, strength, and balance and cardio sculpt. I was able to teach 2 other classes prior to the pandemic, and I hope to get back to those. We did the Walk with Ease and also Flow, which is a combination of yoga, Pilates, and bar. So hopefully those will come back. But for now, those are the two, cardio sculpt and stretch, strength, and balance.
Perfect. Now, for those of you who don't know, Groton Senior Center is for anyone 55 and older. So these classes are for anyone 55 and older.
Yes.
We have such fun here, and we are not a nursing home.
Not at all.
We are a very active community. We went kayaking this summer. We go hiking. We take all sorts of classes here, as you can see. Fitness classes also include Tai Chi, basic yoga. We have a variety of Zumba classes. Silver sneakers is also something we do. So we really have a completely awesome active community of people who use our center, even though we're all virtual right now.
Yes.
So can you tell people what is stretch, strength, and balance about, and what is cardio sculpt about?
So stretch, strength, and balance is exactly what it sounds like. We're stretching, we're strengthening, and we're working on balance and coordination. It is a chair-based class. However, I do offer options to stand, and then reiterate over and over that you can sit if you'd like to. So that's where the basis is.
Okay.
We do work with balls and weights and bands, and focus on strengthening the muscles, but also lengthening and working on range of motion and balance, which is so important. Yes. Cardio sculpt is a combination of pretty much equal parts of cardio and sculpting. So sculpting in the way that we're using resistance to sculpt and tone muscles. I use a lot of different methods, so we don't do the same thing week after week, and my class knows that. We'll have Tabata, and we'll do HIIT classes, and we'll do choreographed stuff, and so they always know that there'll be something new when they come in.
It's awesome. I also would like to give you a little bit of props, because your musical taste and the selections you've had are always, you keep it going. You don't let it get stale. So not only are you constantly upgrading your class and keeping it something new and fresh, so nobody gets kind of like, I'm done with this. You keep it going. I think all our instructors do a great job with that. And it's funny, we've heard you down the hall while we're working away, emailing and taking phone calls for lunches. You're down here, talking away, and I hear Tom Jones down the hall, and what did you play the other day? That song, Monica.
Oh no!
I know, I can't think of it.
I can't think of it
Lou
either.
Vega.
I've been dancing to it for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think it's Lou Vega, but it's it's so fun and exhilarating.
Mambo number 5.
Yes, thank you. Mambo number 5. And it's just fun and active, and you can just see people lighten up.
Yes.
It's just such a good thing for our mindsets. And I think our mindsets right now, outside of this, with the COVID, is really draining everyone. So I find it very wonderful that we're able to offer this to everybody.
Definitely.
If you haven't taken part in this, you just need to give us a call here at the center, and we can sign you up, and we'll share the Zoom links with you. But also, like Christina said, on your own Facebook page, you have all the recorded past classes you've done, which is wonderful. And like I said, I've done it myself. It's really a good workout. Do not kid yourself. A senior center class is not easy. You will get a workout. But just the whole uplifting, and I was joking before, but the COVID curve, we all added a curve. We all added, there's a freshman 15. I don't know what the COVID is, but we've all added on weight because we've all been baking or sitting at home. Yeah. We've become we just sit. And so having your class, and so people can do it at home, or this summer and are outside.
Absolutely.
Was such a perk, I think. So what would you suggest to those people who might be not already partaking in our classes, are looking for something else to do, but not really sure where to begin?
I say jump in.
Just jump in?
Just jump in. I just yesterday ran into a participant that I had in cardio sculpt, and it's funny because most people don't recognize me outside of this. I have my hair down, I have makeup, and I look human. But she recognized my voice, and she turned her head, and she's like, oh, and we started chatting, and I said, do you know that we've got Zoom? She says, no, I didn't. And so I filled her in, and I told her, just jump right in. And there was hesitancy there. I could see it. But I reassured her that there's many people who have felt the same way, and once they've kind of just jump in, you're going to love it. I agree.
I think also that you know, and I've heard you say it and the other instructors, that just do what you can.
Absolutely.
Just do what you can. Doing something is better than nothing.
Yes.
And come and check it out. Just come and check it out and see what you think.
Yes.
You know, we don't have to, we're not going to be mad if you don't follow through, but we will call you and ask you where you are.
Well, I've said to my class many times, exercise is it's the most underused option for stress.
Yes.
People go to food and so many other things where exercise is just such a component. So not only are we having a good time here together, but you leave here feeling better. There's no doubt. I'm 100%.
Oh, I totally
100%.
agree.
I give that as a 100% guarantee.
Yes.
You can return it if you don't like it.
But I agree that one. I agree. For those of you who don't know how to Zoom or are very scared of the virtual, we have some great resources for you. We put together a trifold of Zoom instructions for those people who are just starting to Zoom. So we have that for you available. We can email it to you. We can leave it at our front door for you. We can put it in the U.S. Postal Service mail for you, any of these. This is something created after the library, Groton Public Library. We love them. They, Jessa Franco over there did some amazing step-by-step Zoom videos on how to use Zoom. There's 3 parts. It'll get you Zooming in no time. You'll feel comfortable. And you know what? We have all struggled with it, so do not feel bad. We have all struggled with the Zoom and any of the virtual stuff, all of us.
Yes.
So the other classes we offer are Boom Move, a Tai Chi Tuesday, Tai Chi Thursday, and then like I said, Monica has been offering a variety of Zumba classes. Mm-hmm. So those are some fantastic things we're doing to keep people active. I run an OATS program, which is Outdoor Active Traveling Seniors. And we've been doing a lot of outdoor stuff, obviously, this year, but we've had so many more people, and it's such a great, it is a high. You get a high from it.
Yes.
And you even got to join us this summer, kayaking.
That was such a joy.
They loved having you. It was so fun. We went kayaking. We've done hikes. We're doing one today, hence my appearance. And everybody's been very safe. We take precautions. When you do the outside classes, what is the safety protocols you took, if we go back to that, just so people know? We
wore our masks until we were fully situated in our spot.
Okay.
I reminded every participant that if they, for whatever reason, were to walk up to another participant, to just remember to mask up. Yeah. They like to chat in between classes. So, but once you were in your seat, you were able to take your mask off if you felt like that was okay for you. The protocol was, I think it was like 12 feet separated, so there was quite a bit of space out there, and I think everyone felt really, really good about that. Plenty of room. The arena out there is who knew that existed?
I know, right?
I mean, I think even without COVID, maybe we should look into that. Moving forward, it's amazing to be outside with the fresh air. So it was fantastic.
Yeah, we really lucked out with that available to us. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, we have a Groton Parks and Recreation roller hockey rink outside between the Groton Senior Center and the Groton Public Library. And we made use of that, great use of that this summer for your class. Julie had Tai Chi out there. Monica was teaching classes. Our pickleball program ended up out there, which actually I think we pretty much took care of every hour possible to use that facility, which again is an outdoor roller hockey rink. And yeah, it was tremendous seeing you guys out there.
It was fun.
And like you said, everybody seemed very comfortable with the safety precautions. And yet they were still chit-chatting. I think everybody just speaks louder with the masks,
Absolutely.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
So continuing on, for those of you who know us, you probably recognize this. This is our newsletter. We're actually working on our January, February newsletter now, and we cannot wait to have you guys back. We don't want to have to keep posting that we're closed, but when we do open, we're going to have precautions in the building. So when you do come back to class, hopefully in the big exercise room, we're going to require you to wear a mask in the building. You'll be checked in at the front door, and we're going to have safety precautions in the classes, much like you just said for outside. So we just really can't wait to have you guys back. But until then, keep checking this out. Also, a great place to find some of our information is Facebook. And one of the other fun things I get to do is help people learn about how to use Facebook. So if you're somebody who wants to learn that, I'll do my best to walk you through it over the phone so that you can connect and see what we're doing. But you do not have to be a Facebook member, nor do you have to be a Zoom member to use either of these applications, okay? And I think a lot of people are put off by the thought that Zoom is something they have to download.
Yes.
You don't have to. We will give you the link, and you just link right to Christina's class, Monica's class, Julie's class, whichever. The same goes for our other classes. We do Mind Aerobics, we do We Wednesday, we have Discover Connections. Those are all also where you don't have to have Zoom or Facebook to see what's going on. If you want to do Zoom, just so you know, because it is that time of year, and you want to connect with your family, I can help you walk through that. The library can also help you walk through that on learning how to set up your own Zoom. That's the only time you would really need to be a Zoom member. So, Christina, tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
Yes.
What do you do on Thanksgiving, fitness-wise, because I know you're a good example, or around Thanksgiving?
Yes. It's funny, I just shared this with my class. I asked everybody, who's working out tomorrow? And a couple hands went up. Some people were like, and that's totally fine. I always like to remind people that fitness and exercise is a privilege. It's not something that you have to like drudge through and think of it as a something that's not fun. If it's not fun, you're probably not good. Yes, a responsibility. Usually my family knows that they're going to get kicked out of the house at some point. We're going to go for a walk, or we're going to go to the track, or we're going to run a 5K, or something to that sort.
Okay.
I'm connected to a community as well, virtually, and that's through my Peloton. So the last few years I jump on my Peloton bike. So exercise is definitely a part of my Thanksgiving, and I just love it. It's a privilege. I look at it as a privilege. So
I love Thanksgiving, pre-Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving hikes. I just feel like it's part of the tradition, at least for my family. But also it just helps me feel a little better about eating that extra pumpkin pie.
100%. Yeah, I agree.
And the same goes for Christmas time too for me, so I don't know. But anyways, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Christina, for being here.
My pleasure.
I really appreciate it. Again, everyone, just like Christina just said, being physically active shouldn't be a responsibility or a chore for you. It's a privilege, and we live in an area that allows us to be very physically active. So we hope you partake, with no matter how you choose, but we hope you partake. And if we can help you answer any questions, we are at 860-441-6785. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Christina.
Thank you.
Happy holidays, everybody.